Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here, starting my clock for this very special timed edition of Rabbi Ian 3 or Rabbi Ian 3D, call it what you will. I had to come with a very short thought. The theme today of both the podcast I just released and this video, although the content will be a little bit different, but the basic theme is getting back to our roots. It's the time of year to think about the deeper things in our lives. Now, the Torah portion has, we'll keep the metaphor of a forest or trees going, right? The Torah portion, Seitzei, towards the very end of the book of Devarim, Deuteronomy, has 74 commandments in it, 74 mitzvot. I believe it's the most of any Torah portion. It is certainly, let me use an old word, cornucopia from the SAT days, but a beautiful word. It's a cornucopia of incredible mitzvot. Every area of life sanctified by the commandments, beautiful vessels and vehicles of connection, which what the commandments are. Every area of life. So there's 74 beautiful trees to study. Some of them are more applicable nowadays, some less, but all of them have much to teach us. But this time of year, as I started with, is time to think about the roots, our roots. What do I mean? 2 weeks from now, it's Rosh Hashanah, and that opens the new Jewish year. The first 10 days of the Jewish year are called the time of teshuva. That means return, and it means returning to our roots, returning to the deeper connection that every one of us has, the deeper connection we should have, I should say, with our deepest self, our souls. Every mitzvah awakens, enlightens, and nourishes an aspect of our souls. But while it's beautiful to study, of course, a Torah portion like this, and one should, and learn from it and be inspired by each one, don't lose the forest for the trees and never, never lose the roots. The roots are really understanding that you and I are a neshama, our body is just a lavush, just a clothing in this physical world, a beautiful garb that we have to take care of and guard its health and guard its well-being, but it's not our essential self, though it's part of our humanity. Our essential self is the neshama, the soul. And we're put in this physical world, and Hashem gave us mitzvot to remind us and keep us on track always and not be literally drown, not to drown in physicality. You know, the word for nature in the Torah, one of the words for nature in Hebrew, teva, and it's related to the word to drown or to go under, because we were so suffused and submerged in physicality, we can forget our spiritual essence. That's why we have mitzvot. Of course, we do the mitzvot by and through our physical bodies and in the physical world, but they connect our physicality to our neshama, to our soul, and they connect the seen world that we live in and operate in to the unseen world, the world of spirit. So that's the root, and Rosh Hashanah, we'll talk about it more, but you say 2 weeks to Rosh Hashanah. What do I have to think about it now? The whole month before Rosh Hashanah is a time to be thinking about what our lives really have been, what they could be. We'll talk, like I said, more about it. Rosh Hashanah, the day when literally we're recreated, the anniversary of the creation of mankind, but every one of us is recreated. So now get back to our roots. And that's why I have a timer on, because my videos and podcasts, they have this cutesy name I thought of a long time ago, Rabbi Ian 3. And I never signed a contract saying it would be under 4, and I round down. So if it's 3:59, it's still 3, and it will be today. But in the spirit of getting back to our roots, and my root as Rabbi Ian 3, I'm not going to let it go over 3:59. That's my alarm clock right now. The portion is Seitzei. Rosh Hashanah is coming. Have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful Shabbat. Let's go to the roots together. Be well. Under 4.